competition, Amazon PPC, factories selling now on Amazon. This is my two-part series to my predictions for 2020 selling on Amazon FBA as an Amazon seller. As I said, this is my second video on the topic. If you guys have missed my first video, please go back and check out part 1. And this is part 2. Here I'm breaking it down and sharing my predictions for the upcoming year. And I'm breaking it down here, answering the question, is Amazon FBA still worth it? Is this opportunity still worth pursuing moving into the new year? Before we jump into today's video, please hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up on the video if you're getting value out of it. This is a two-part video, so I want to cut right to the chase. My prediction, or my next prediction for 2020 selling on Amazon FBA, is around inventory management. My prediction here is that it's going to get more strict. Amazon is going to continue to roll out more processes, terms of service around forcing sellers to manage their inventory better. We've seen this through 2019, where they introduced the inventory performance score at a level of 350, which essentially measures how well you are at managing your inventory in the Amazon fulfillment centers. Well, in 2020, they're raising the bar and it's going up to 400. So the trend continues, and they're probably going to continue to make it more challenging or force sellers to control their inventory better. Amazon's making it clear they're not a storage warehouse. They're a fulfillment center. You need to move that inventory through their centers quickly. Now, while this presents a challenge for sellers, including myself, my inventory score was below 350 when they enacted this last year. Right now, we're hovering around 400. So we even need to improve our score a little bit. I think we'll be fine, but we're right kind of on that cusp. And it's forcing us, and this is why I think it's good, but it's forcing us to take a critical look at how we manage inventory and making sure that we're only using Amazon as a fulfillment center and not as a storage house. And I think that that's a good practice. I actually think that this is one of the better things that they've rolled out. And I believe that it's really helped, teach Amazon sellers a lot about inventory control. At least for me, that's what's happened. And if you guys are selling on Amazon, I'm sure you agree as well. My next prediction for Amazon is an emphasis on relevancy. Now, I've talked extensively about having a relevant products within your niche category, set them up for long-term success. However, I think Amazon's going to continue to push this point further. We're going to see more emphasis on relevancy, whether that's with keywords, titles, description. Amazon wants to essentially provide a hyper-relevant product that converts a customer, that makes a sale on Amazon. And we're going to continue to see items, things like that, roll out that convert customers. Which leads me to my next point here around conversion rate. And this is equally important or very relevant to the point of relevancy. However, conversion rate here, I believe, is maybe the most important metric in Amazon's eyes when determining how successful a product is and how you should be ranked, and just whether the perception of your product is well perceived from the customer. Amazon can use that metric to very effectively gauge whether people in a simple state like your product or not. And I think that as Amazon sellers, we need to be hyper-focused on that conversion rate. In fact, all of my best products have a very high conversion rate. We're talking 30, 40, even 50% sometimes conversion rate, which is just very, very successful when you're talking about converting customers on a website or on a product page. I mean, having a 50% conversion rate is just unheard of in e-commerce land. So being able to accomplish something like that on an Amazon product listing is seen in Amazon's eyes as super relevant, super converting. They're turning a browsing customer into a buying customer, and that's a win-win situation for us as a seller and for Amazon. So I think we're going to see the trend lean more towards conversion rate and relevancy going into 2020. My next prediction is launch more products. What I'm seeing in the space, as the most successful companies out there, the most successful brands are continuing to launch products on Amazon. It's the easiest way to drive growth or revenue for your company, and it builds a larger moat for your brand. The more products that you're launching out into the space gives you higher cash flow. It allows you to kind of have products that burn out or churn, and launching new products on Amazon is challenging. However, if you want to be around long term, and this is assuming that you don't have any great IP or patented products, because if you do, that can build kind of a moat around your particular brand and your business. However, if you don't have IP, you need to be looking at expanding your reach, launching more products that give you a bigger moat. Higher cash flow allows you to shift your investment, because each one of these products is essentially an investment. Shift your investment from like one product into the next product. And that's where I'm seeing kind of companies being able to achieve this explosive growth, is through launching more products onto the Amazon platform. Now, keep in mind, I've talked quite extensively about differentiating your product. And product innovation is going to be crucial to having your product be successful long term. However, we can still be launching those innovative products. We still need to build an innovative engine into our business model that allows us to continuously launch new products and new product lines to continue that hyper growth on Amazon. And if this is your first or second product and you're thinking to yourself, like, how am I going to constantly innovate? How am I going to find that next differentiated idea that stands me out from the competition? And I have to say that I know exactly how you're thinking, and a weird thing happens once you're in a category, once you're selling. You're able to learn from the customers. You're able to see the data that's being supplied to you, whether that's sales data, PPC data. You're more sensitive to the product category once you're in there and selling, and the ideas start flowing. So the most important thing is just to start. Do the best you can to differentiate yourself, get you into that category, learn from the market, and then iterate on that process. And it will work out. Trust me, it's amazing what can happen once you're already in a category where you thought that there was basically little to no innovation. How are you ever going to come up with a new product idea? And here we're constantly coming out and generating new innovative ideas, listening to the customer, looking at the data that we're getting, and just continuing to repeat the process. So to loop this all back around and kind of summarize here, is it worth it? Is there still opportunity with the Amazon FBA business model? My answer is obviously quite yes. We are doubling down going into 2020. I think this is a very exciting time. Has it gotten harder? Yes. Has it gotten more competitive? Yes. But that's like any business, right? There is no business without its challenges. These are just the challenges that come with this model. This is a legitimate business opportunity. We need to become better entrepreneurs and push the opportunity forward, take our future into our own hands. This is part of the process. Until next time, guys, have a great weekend. I'll see you on the next video. Peace.